Welcome to Dodger Stadium, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming your way next. Almost ready to get underway. And on the hill, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. And for some reason, he's not quite as effective here in front of his home crowd, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and the fans are well aware of that. For him, he's got to just not press and go out there and say, hey, I'm just treating this like any start. Home, on the road, it doesn't matter. My job is to focus on that catcher's mitt, attack hitters, and just try to move through a ball game. So if he can find that kind of focus, doesn't matter where he's pitching because he has good enough stuff to go out there and win a ball game.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Righty to the plate. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Smith gathers, throws, beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice 2-strike pitch, though.
1 out, base is empty. And down on strikes he goes. That's the second out.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. Swing and a pop-up. Foul and a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. 2 down, nobody on. And another ball. That one hammered center field. That's back. Out of here. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Kyle Manzardo. Next offering is down low. Ball 2. Base hit center field. And that keeps the inning going. George Valero digs in for the Guardians. And a pitch. In there at the knees. And a count 1-2.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
1-2 here. Set down on strikes. Throws it with the heater at the knees. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0. You're watching Cleveland Guardians baseball on The Show, Ohio. And we're back. And towing the slab, Gavin Williams. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes You know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
That's a strike. 1-2.
He's dealing with a great two-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
In the air, left field, down the line. Kwan takes it in for the out. And there's one down. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. At the very bottom, hitting ninth, Tommy Edman.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
And strike two.
It's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Swings and misses. And that's his 200th strikeout of the season. Two outs, base is empty. The batter now will be Will Smith. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two outs. Wouldn't chase that time. That one just misses the outside corner. Counts full, 3-2.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
3-2. And that's ball four.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Next offering upstairs. The pitch. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Drifts towards it, and that'll do it. One left for L.A., and it remains 1-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, all set for the start of the inning. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Bo Naylor. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Kicks and fires. Got him swinging. Had him out front for strike three.
Well, that's pretty much the dream two-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Now here is Angel Martinez. One down, base is empty. And another ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
The pitch. That one the other way. That's a hit.
He was all over that one. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Now, Gabriel Arias. At the belt and fires. Goes down looking. Now it's the second baseman. Two outs. That misses. 2-1. The pitch. Just missed.
That pitch is out.
Three-two, two out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Back to work. 3-2 now. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Cleveland up around looking for more. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And the curve is down and in.
2-2 now.
Next pitch is outside. Jose Ramirez to bat next. Struck him out. He swung over top of the curveball. No runs, a hit, 2 left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Guardians 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here in L.A., we head to the bottom of the second. Muncy digs in. One thing with Max Muncy, it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He hammers the fastball. And the pitch. Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. He made him pay for that one. His 14th of the year. It's 1-1.
That's exactly what this crowd wanted to see in this spot. He blasted that pitch. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it out, and the batsman faded out of here.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count
1 ball,
1-2.
2 strikes.
Caught him looking for the K.
Well, I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count, but sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
And now, Andy Pages swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One run across in the frame so far. Bottom half of inning number 2. And another ball.
2 strikes.
And Chris behind the plate today, James Kingsley, known for being a little generous on the edges. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 2 down.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Full count.
Nobody on. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. All even at 1 apiece. This is Guardians baseball on the Show, Ohio. Top half of the 3rd inning, and now Jose Ramirez.
It's great watching Yamamoto pitch in Major League Baseball, but he played against MLB talent before he signed with the Dodgers. He was a standout at the Tokyo Olympics and in the 2023 World Baseball Classic, and helped Japan win gold medals in both.
2-1 now. That's a little bit low.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Here comes a pitch. To the backstop. That's ball 4.
Leading off with the Guardians, the designated hitter,
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. Yamamoto throws over, and he's back in safely. And a pitch. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
Next offering is downstairs. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And now it's filled up. And it's second. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
And a pitch. Falling behind 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Swings and misses. It's 2-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. First and second, no outs. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And a swing and a line drive into right field. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. And he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. 1 away.
Now we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
2 on, 1 out. And here is George Valera. And another ball.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning. I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Left-hand batter waits. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And he deals. To short, could be 2. Over to Edman. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
Back here at Chavez Ravine. And here comes Tommy Edman.
Second baseman, Tommy Edman.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Kicks and deals. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. The wind and the pitch. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. That's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. 1 down, base is empty.
Ball, 10.
To third. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle. Allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Here's Kyle Tucker. The 1-1. Checks his swing. Appeal to third. He did not go around. But Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. Runner takes off, and a foul ball. Freeman, the runner at first, with 1 gone in the inning. Grounder might be 2. Slings to second. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete. All tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bo Naylor at the plate now. Right-hander kicks, deals. Curveball drops in for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the door. Catcher has it, fires the first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike.
Well, that was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in, he gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then it just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
Angel Martinez. Now at the plate. Broken bat, and it's popped up. 2 away.
Man, he just couldn't lay off right there. Those high fastballs, they just look really good because they're eye level, but they're just about impossible to get the barrel to.
Gabriel Arias getting ready to hit. 2 outs. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Makes the catch, inning over. Guardians go down 1-2-3. Score remains deadlocked at 1. And we're back. And up to the plate is Will Smith.
The catcher, Will Smith.
Swings and misses. And that's strike 2.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swings through that.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7. Here's Muncy.
Lots of players perform better at home, and this batter is no exception. Might be the crowd or the familiar surroundings, but he's typically better in this environment.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Foul ball still, 1-2 count. Hard hit to third. Jump throw. They get the out, and that'll do it. Dodgers go down quietly. Score remains tied 1-1. Back here in L.A., top 5, John Shelby with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, number 10. To kick the pitch. And that one hammered. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
So the Guardians lineup turns over. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians.
That's in. Ball 2.
That one way inside.
So critical to keep an eye on the pitch count this time of the year. Guys can start to run on fumes a little bit. Mechanics can drop off. And we know they need him to be fresh and ready for big innings in October.
3 balls.
That one almost got him.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking. Make sure that they don't get any confidence.
The 3-1. Out towards right center field. Pages makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out.
Now down. Third base, Jose Ramirez.
Now it's Jose Ramirez.
For me, Boo, Ramirez has been the heart and soul of Cleveland baseball for a few years now. When his career is over, he's going to be considered one of the best players to ever play for this franchise.
That's outside. 2-1. Ripped on the ground to second. Edmonds slings to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
So in now for Cleveland, Rhys Hoskins. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Whips it to first. 3rd out. So they get 1 run on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. Back here at Dodger Stadium, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Off the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. On the ground to the left. Throws to first in time, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. So digging in, Andy Pages. The Dodgers trailing by a run here in game 1 of this 3-game set. The wind of the pitch. And that's outside.
It's a good take.
That's inside. And now it's 3-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. And the righty deals. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
In the air, right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs.
Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie now. Turns and fires to Betts. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 outs. Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. And our score remains 2-1. New pitcher for the Dodgers, number 70.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, 1-run game. Leading off, Kyle Manzardo.
Number 9, Kyle Manzardo.
The wind of the pitch. And there's a ball. Laced down the line. This looks like extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new off from the bullpen with a double.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. He was in a location where he could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
George Valera digs in for the Guardians. missing. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Wouldn't chase that time. Action in the pen down there. Landon Knack getting ready to go. Number 80 getting loose as well. Manzardo leads off second with nobody out. Left-hand hitter waits. Got him swinging on the curveball. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Bo Naylor, the next to hit. Man at second. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And here comes. That's to third, and he can't come up with it. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard. Angel Martinez digs in for the Guardians. Martinez having a lot more success on the road this season. And now the lefty
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
Two on, 1 out. Now a screamer into the outfield. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. Thought about third there, but throws on the brakes. 2 away now. And the batter will be the shortstop, Gabriel Arias. 2 on, 2 outs. That out to right. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. So they strand a pair. 9-1 and 2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Guardians 2 and the Dodgers 1. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Well, we go bottom 6. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Tommy Edman. Righty delivers. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. And he drops it down the third baseline. He's in there.
That's exactly how he wanted to drop down that ball. He just did a great job of catching the baseball with his bat and putting it where the defense had a hard time making a play. Could be a huge moment in this game as it puts the tying run on base.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. The pitch. And another ball. With the go-ahead run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. On the ground right side. And it's just foul. That was close.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Pitch misses inside. And that's ball 3.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well.
And a swing and a miss. 1 out.
The right fielder, number 30.
Now the number 2 hitter, Kyle Tucker.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Edman at first, 1 gone. Hit on the ground might be 2. Off balance beat, there's 1. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Well, Second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam, and they end the inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the second baseman, number 10.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
3 balls.
And the
1
next
strike.
pitch is way outside. Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Down the line. Hernandez ranging after it. He's got it. And there's one down.
Now left field.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. And a pitch. That's in for a strike at 95. 2-2. That one missed. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
And that one is lifted in the air. Hernandez settles underneath it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Set for the last half of the 7th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith. Looking to get the tying run on base.
This isn't a pitcher that softens up when he starts to show signs of fatigue. I mean, his stuff stays sharp. Makes these at-bats more difficult than they normally would be against other pitchers at this stage of the game.
Got him. 1 away. Big time out leading off the home 7th. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Here's Shohei Ohtani.
So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong and their timing's off.
The 1-1. And that skips into dirt. That's in there. And the count is 2-2. The pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Comes the 2-2. Stays alive. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Got him! And now 2 gone.
Well, that was the cutter down and in right there. And typically, if you're going to have a chance with the pitch, if it's down, that's your best chance of doing anything with it. It's kind of like a mini slider, just with a little less vertical movement. But still, that one tied him up, but he couldn't get the barrel to it.
Max Muncy at the dish. There's a swing and a drive. Valera raging back towards the wall. Just missed getting out of here and tying this game. So they go quietly there. 8th inning coming up. It's the Guardians 2 and the Dodgers 1. We go to the 8th. Now it's the DH, Rhys Hoskins. And the pitch. That's off the mark, and a count 2-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Alex Vesia looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Number 78, the right-hander, also getting loose. The 2-1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Kyle Mansarda digs in now. In the air, left field. Hernandez settles underneath it. He's there. He's got it. One down. Oh, the throw is wild.
Now batting, right fielder, George Valera.
And now the right fielder, George Valera. Hoskins leads off first with one away.
Nothing but curveballs so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it difficult as a hitter to know what to look for because you start wondering if he'll keep coming with it or if they'll try to speed you up.
On the ground, a second, might be two. Off balance feed, there's one. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes.
3 balls, 1 strike.
On the ground to third. Dives and he can't hang on. To first and he beats it. Everyone's safe. So 2 down. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Angel Martinez. 2 outs. This to center field. He's under it. And that's the 3rd out. Guardians strand a couple. They lead it 2-1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Shawn Armstrong.
Now
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Well, 1-run game down the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
Right-handed reliever. That one misses. Ball 3. Andy Pajas waiting to bat for the Dodgers. Late with the swing there. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
And now here is Andy Pajas. The pitch. That one misses, and the count's even at 2. High in the air, out to right. And there's 2 away.
Up next is Bob. Let's go.
Here's Mookie Betts now.
Mookie Betts.
Holding on to a one-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And now 2 balls and a strike. Fouled off. He was late. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The Guardians up by a run here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Inside ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the wall. Very gritty.
Looks like we've got a substitution at first. Entering is the pinch runner, Kim. 2 outs, runner at first. Now it's the second baseman, Tommy Edman. Here's a 1-1. He dives, but he can't make the catch. Still able to get it there in time. And they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. No runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. Through 8 full, it's the Guardians 2 and the Dodgers 1. Now into the ball game on defense, Kim. He's in at shortstop.
Number 6.
So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Alex Vesia.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Well, 1-run game. Stepping up for the Guardians, Gabriel Arias.
Yep, that ball went out.
Next pitch is outside. At the belt and fires. That's hard hit in the line. Makes the catch for the out. And there's one away.
The batter number 10. Second base.
Here's the second baseman.
Schneemann.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. At him looking. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. So the batting order turns over. Stephen Kwan will hit next.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Kicks and fires. Oh, great stop to first. And they get the out.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
And we're back. And now the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, number 36.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
Lined in the left center. Should be extra bases. And now the tying run is in the scoring position.
Well, that at-bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field. Now, really important at-bat coming up now.
Looks like we've got a substitution at second on a pinch run for the Dodgers. Ryan Ward. Runner in scoring position. No out. Now this is through for a base hit. The throw home. And he's safe. Tie ball game.
Huge moment for him and his team, Bird. You know, some guys just grip it a bit too tight in a big spot like this, having a chance to tie it up in the bottom of the 9th. But he didn't let the moment get to him. Thumbs up with the RBI knock, and now he's giving his teammates a chance to walk this thing off with the win if they can push across another run.
No outs. Runner at first. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And fouled off.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment or get back on track. His team needs him.
And now it's going to be Shohei Ohtani. Oh, this one's blasted. High and deep. It's on its way. Out of here. Ball game. He powers that one out of here. And they walk it off.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard and creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing of the bat, nice win for the team.
And your final 4-2. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Coming to you live from Southern California, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming your way next. Just about to get started, and on the mound now, Shohei Ohtani. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. Look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
Here comes a pitch. Way inside, gets out of the way.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Kicks and deals. Popped in the air, left side. Smith under it. And it's caught for the out. Here's the Guardians lineup now. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Swings and misses, struck him out. And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. 2 outs.
2-1.
This to third. To first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. And the Dodgers are coming up to hit. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the Show. Back here in LA, and starting this one, Tanner Bybee. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, Boog, a lot of pitchers come into spring training with one goal, and that's to make 30 starts or more on the season. Well, here he is, reaching that milestone. Just impressive. He's been able to take care of himself, put himself in a position as well where he can be effective, pitch deeper into ball games to help his team win. It's going to be real interesting to see how he does in this one. There could be some fatigue setting in, but he's gotten to a point that a lot of guys aspire to get to.
And now 2-2. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And he deals. Liner snagged it first. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Freddie Freeman.
Tops on the team in batting average, Boo. The guy who's showing off some excellent bat-to-ball ability when he digs into the plate. You know, that's useful if your team needs to get an inning going, get a leadoff man on. But it's also incredible to have a guy like that in the lineup because he's a run producer who can drive in runs if you've got guys on base already. So he's a huge piece in this lineup.
One down, base is empty. And a foul ball. Two down. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. 2 outs, base is empty. And here's the catcher, Will Smith. Out to short. Rocchio whips it across, and they get the out on Smith. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Dodgers go down quietly, scoreless after 1. Back here at Dodger Stadium, top of the second. Now it's the rookie first baseman, Kyle Manzardo. The pitch. And he walked him.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
George Valera digs in for the Guardians. On the ground right side, 4 to second, and it pulls the shortstop off the bag.
Well, this offense just got a major gift. Probably should have been a double play, but it all starts with a good feed to second. And right there, everything broke down on the throw. We'll see if they can capitalize on this.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. And a 2-1 on the way. There's the strike. Manzardo on second. Valera at first with no outs. And he grounds one to the right side. Quickly to second for 1. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
And here's the rookie center fielder, Angel Martinez. 1-1 now. And another ball. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it. But he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
No score yet, but a runner at third with 2 away. That one not close. Full count, 3-2. Ryan Rocchio next to bat for Cleveland. 2 outs. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Hernandez tracks it down for the out. 1 left for the Guardians. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second. And now the DH, Shohei
The
Ohtani.
designated hitter.
The line and the pitch. Ouch, that one drilled him. And they get the out after the ricochet.
Smooth play on the bare hand there at third. That was nice.
And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3.
Oh, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2. The pitch. And downstairs. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the Dodgers are set down in order. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Well, here we go. Top of the third. Scoreless game. Now here is Brayan Rocchio. And the pitch. And that one fouled off. The pitch. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. And the righty deals. And misses inside. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got a leadoff double.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
And now the rookie second baseman. Left-hand hitter waits. Pitches in for a strike, and a count 1-2. The Guardians with a chance to score first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. Around third. He scores, and they have the lead. 1-0, and he's got a double.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for this team. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
So the Guardians lineup turns over. Stephen Kwan, the next to hit. And the right-hander deals. And another ball.
You know, these Guardians doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Tucker on the move. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second. Relay to third. In there safely.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Here's Jose Ramirez.
Ramirez had a breakout season in 2016 and has consistently put up great offensive numbers ever since. Great contact skills, and he can hit for pop. That's what makes Jose Ramirez so dangerous.
And the 3-1. To the right side. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and he'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
One down. Rhys Hoskins digs in for the Guardians. The pitch. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And another ball. Pitch count continues to climb. And Chris, it is going to be hard for him to get deep into this game with the way this is trending. There goes the runner. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Ramirez leads off first with 1 away. Runner goes again. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
And a payoff pitch. Swing and a ball popped up. Edman in position. Calls it in, 2 away.
There's sometimes where you have to pitch to contact to keep your pitch count down, allow yourself to get deep into the ball game, and that will help him to rack up some more W's.
Kyle Manzardo digs in for the Guardians. In there. And so now 1-2. And here it comes. Just missed.
It's a good take.
Ohtani, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. Left-hand batter waits.
Careful.
This one in the dirt. Well done behind the dish.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high-leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
Man on second, 2 down. Chop to third. Muncy tosses to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Guardians 2 and the Dodgers nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the center fielder, Andy Pages. Here's a 1-1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Swings and misses. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Swings and misses.
1 ball.
And the count is 1-2. Turns and fires to Betts. Hit in the air, left field. Kwan settles underneath it. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
Tommy Edman at the plate. And another ball. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And now the count filled up 3-2.
Okay.
Stays alive. The Guardians up by 2 here in the last half of the third. Got him looking. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Dodgers go down quietly. They trail things here 2-0. And we're back. John Shelby with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, George Valera. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Number 80 appears to be getting loose. Knack warming up as well. And a pitch. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 1 gone here.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got this.
Now batting, catcher, Bo Naylor.
And the batter now, Bo Naylor. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Hernandez settles underneath it. Snags it for the second out.
The center fielder, number 1.
2 outs, base is empty.
Martinez.
And up next for Cleveland, Angel Martinez.
The beauty of his skill set as a pitcher is the break in his stuff doesn't go away when he's tired. I mean, his pitches always seem to have life. Just doesn't matter if it's early or late. He doesn't make it easy for the batter.
And that's down and away.
So critical to keep an eye on the pitch count this time of the year. Guys can start to run on fumes a little bit. Mechanics can drop off. And we know they need him to be fresh and ready for big innings in October.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Payoff pitch. Down. And good work there as he gets it 1-2-3. Guardians fail to score as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back here in LA, bottom of the 4th, Freddie Freeman up to the dish.
Freddie Freeman.
The 2-1. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Valera going back on it. And out of here. He hammers one out to right. His 19th home run of the year. It's 2-1.
Pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Here's Kyle Tucker. The wind of the pitch. That one fouled off.
But you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
The Guardians leading by a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one just misses. High fly ball down the left field line. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
The batter now will be Will Smith. Up and in, 2 balls and a strike. In there at the knees. One down, base is empty. That one hit to right. Valera on his horse. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
That's such a frustrating play for an outfielder. You know you should make this play, but you never really had a chance because of the bad angle. What should have been an out turned out to be a double.
Man at second with 1 away. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 3-2 now. And there's ball 4.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
First and second, 1 out. Max Muncy getting ready to hit. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Makes the grab.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Now got
First and second with 2 outs. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
Martinez settles underneath it, drops into the glove, and that will end the inning. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Number 80.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year. Typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
Here's Brian Rocchio.
For the Guardians, the shortstop, Brian Rocchio.
Late on that fastball.
Maybe time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Hard hit, right side. Throw on to Freeman. 1 away here in the 5th.
Now back, second baseman, Daniel Schneemann.
Here's the second baseman.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
Right-handed reliever. Wouldn't chase that time.
3-1.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
The batter.
So the lineup flips over, and now Stephen Kwan. Out there to center. Pages settles under this one. Hauls it in for the out.
Up next for Cleveland, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. At the belt and fires. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Two outs. Runner on the go again. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Pickoff throw. And he's back safely. Runner on the move again. Got it by him for the K. Guardians lead 1, but they still lead it 2-1. Back here at Chavez Ravine, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now, Andy Thomas. The 1-1. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. The wind of the pitch. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Righty to the plate. Check swing, appeal to first. Yes, he did. Down he goes on strikes. Now it's Mookie Betts.
You know, Mookie Betts may have not been named MVP in 2023, but that doesn't take away from his impressive season. The Dodgers star hit nearly 40 home runs and drove in more than 100.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And off the base of the wall. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, and all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And here comes Tommy Edman. Man at second. And a count 1-2. The pitch.
That's a really good take.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. Brings it in. And there's 2 away.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but a competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at-bat.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Home team down a run. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. So the Dodgers lead 1, and they trail it here 2-1. Back here at Dodger Stadium, top 6. Now it's the DH, Rhys Hoskins. Fires over to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
And he looked a little tentative on that swing, almost like he didn't get pitch recognition and tried to slow his bat down just to make contact. I'd rather see a guy swing through it instead of making weak contact and putting it in play, have another pitch where maybe he can drive out of the ballpark.
1 out, bases empty. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field.
Everything came together for him. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Now it's going to be George Valera. Lifted in the air out to left. Hernandez makes the grab. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the catcher, Bo Naylor.
Now the catcher up to hit, Bo Naylor. Righty delivers. Swing and a foul straight back. And he deals.
Whoa. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Manzardo off of first with 2 away. That one misses, and it's a full count. Angel Martinez getting on deck circle. And a pitch. Line drive. Fair ball. Manzardo around second, headed for third. Headed for the plate. Now a relay to third. But he throws on the brakes, gets back to second.
Comes through with the RBI. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
So in now for Cleveland, Angel Martinez. Here comes a pitch. And another ball. Runner at second, 2 down. And we're at the top half of the 6th. Bounce to the right. And that one handled in plenty of time to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the number 2 hitter, Kyle Tucker. To the right side. Over to first. One away, bottom of the 6th.
Now back, the catcher, Will Smith.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. The throw to first, and they get the out on Smith.
The batter, the designated hitter, Shohei
Ohtani up to the dish. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. A massive home run. His second homer this series. It's 3-2. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So 2 away with nobody on. Max Muncy steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And a big swing and a miss. Garrett Richards, a guy who was originally a first-round pick of the Angels out of the University of Oklahoma. 3-2 now. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Dodgers claw back a bit with this homer. And the home team down a run. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And we're back. Now it's the shortstop, Ryan Rocchio. The pitch.
The shortstop, Ryan Rocchio.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Hernandez makes the grab on the run.
Now that second baseman.
Now it's the second baseman. Kicks and fires. Fouled off. He was late. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to, he's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Now move to first, and he dives back in safely. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Next offering is fouled back. Man at first, 1 away. Fastball, and he gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Runner goes again. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. The pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Just missed.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position.
Runner goes again. And that chance handled. Steps on first for the out.
Now batting, the third baseman,
Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
Now batting, designated hitter, Rhys Hoskins.
So 2 on with 2 away. Next for the Guardians is the designated hitter, Rhys Hoskins. Here's a 1-1. Hoskins pushes a foul. So now 1-2 to Rhys. And another ball.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Okay.
Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. But no advance from the runners. Kyle Manzardo on deck for the Guardians. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That ends the inning as they squander a chance to pick up some insurance. Guardians strand a couple, but they still lead at 3-2. Set for the last half of the 7th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. Hits the corner, and the count 1-2. Just missed.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Left into left for a base hit. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
No outs. Runner at first. Next to hit, Andy Pages. That's a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. Got the top of the ball a little bit. Not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed. Now we'll see if they can pick up that tying run and start us over here in the late innings.
And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow down. 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
2 on, 1 out. Tommy Edman. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. The Guardians going with a new pitcher, Matt Vesta. He has a great slider with tons of movement. The 1-1. And another ball.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Swing and a miss, and now 2-2. So the tying run at second. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Oh, that high four-seam fastball has become such a great pitch for pitchers to finish hitters off. Try to stay back with 2 strikes. Make sure that they can handle something off speed, and just with good spin rate, good rotation through the zone, elevate it a little bit, get a lot of swings.
They get the force. Inning over. That's a crucial missed opportunity. Dodgers strand a couple, and it's still a 3-2 ball game. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jack Dwyer.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
Well, 1-run game, and here's the first baseman, Kyle Manzardo. Right side, hard hit. Edman slings to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
The right fielder, George Valera.
Stepping up for the Guardians, George Valera. To the right side, Edman throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for Cleveland, the catcher, Bo Naylor.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Bo Naylor. That one finds the zone. And now 2-2. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Alex Vesia looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Number 78 also throwing. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. And another ball. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Well, 2-out walks are never good, especially when you're trying to get back into that dugout. But he's still in a good spot. He's just got to refocus and deal with the bottom of this order.
Runner at first with 2 away. Now, Angel Martinez. The pitch. Bounced up the middle. They take the first out. That's the 3rd out. 1 left for the Guardians, but they're up 3-2. On to the bottom of the 8th, and now the right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
The right fielder,
That's a base hit. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
Always feels amazing getting the job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
No outs, runner at first. And a base hit up the middle. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it. And now a crucial opportunity to tie up this game.
Number 62 gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Squeezes it.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
2 on, 1 out. And next for LA, Max Muncy. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Next offering misses down and away. Gets a piece and stays alive. 2 on, 1 out. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, get back on track. His team needs him.
So first and second with 2 outs. And up next for Los Angeles, Teoscar Hernandez. And that one handled. Tosses to first. Inning over. That's a crucial missed opportunity. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 9th inning coming up. Guardians 3 and the Dodgers 2. Now into the game, Kim. And man, they're asking a lot of him to play completely out of position. Alex Vesia gets the ball now.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, 1-run game. Brian Rocchio digs in for the Guardians. Next offering is down low. Movement in the bullpen. Lake Trinan, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. That one the other way. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Man at first. Here's the second baseman. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. And here is Stephen Kwan. And that's outside. Now 2 balls and a strike. And now the lefty. Ripped into left center, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in. Not in time, but he's safe as a run scores. And that's a double. Jose Ramirez calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. Bases loaded, nobody out. And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. And another ball
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Wouldn't chase that time. Kwan over at second. Ramirez on at first with nobody out. High fly ball out to left field. He's under it. He's got it. Runners tag up from second and third. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play. But they do get a run.
It's always a risk when you're pushing for third like that. A bang-bang play. Had a chance to make it. Maybe a little better slide around the tag, but a nice job by the defense to cut off that runner.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Kyle Manzardo. And a pitch. And another ball.
2-1.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes in the air out towards left center. Pages makes a nice grab and a full sprint. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Bottom part of the order, 7-8-9, 2 up in inning number 9. It's the Guardians 5 and the Dodgers 2. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, number 36.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Here's the center fielder, Andy Pages. Hit hard, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it.
So, man aboard, Mookie Betts steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 1-2. Comebacker to the mound. Touches the bag for 1. On the first double play.
We don't see 4-3 double plays all that often because it makes you as the second baseman move away from the target you're throwing to in order to get the force at second. But he looked very sure of himself on that one. Nicely done.
So it's their last chance in this one. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Tommy Edman. This could end it. Two outs. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Wouldn't chase that time. Now it's 3-2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Swing and a pop up in foul ground. Drifts towards it. And that'll do it. The Guardians even this series up at a game apiece.
Well, Luke, 4 games isn't too long of a losing streak, but they're definitely happy to be back in the win column. Now you can turn things around, get on the right track, and probably start a winning streak from here.
And your final score, 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Sciambi. Talk to you soon.
The final line.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. It's time for MLB The Show's Game of the Week. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. All right, first pitch coming up. And today's starting pitcher, Blake Snell.
Comes into this start sporting a lifetime ERA just over 3. He's been pretty great for most of his big league career. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
Ready to go? So in now for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. The wind of the pitch. On a line, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Here's Jose Ramirez. 2-1 now. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. And he can't come up with it. But the throw to first gets him easily, and that's the first out. Here's the Guardians lineup now. Of course, one of the best players in the game today, Jose Ramirez.
Well, his teammates keep feeding him, and he keeps on eating. Top 5 in the American League in RBIs, and he's become a go-to guy you want to see at the plate. If you root for this team, he's the guy you want up there with runners on base right now.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. One out and a runner at second, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first. Got him looking, and there's 2 away.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Now here's Nolan Jones. Kicks and fires. Foul ball there.
Boom, here's a guy at the plate. I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seems to play better in road games.
That one misses. Now 2-2. Snell, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. 2 outs. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Makes the grab, and that is that. One left for the Guardians. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in L.A. and towing the slab, Parker Messick.
Well, he's allowing just over one base runner per inning, which is really good, especially for a starter, because these hitters get to see you 2, 3, maybe even 4 times in a start. So just shows you how deceptive and how effective his stuff is. We'll see if it's that way in this one.
One-two, bottom of the first. The pitch. Freeman hits it in the air. Kwan heads after it. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Alex Call. One out, base is empty. On the ground, right side. And that's just foul. The wind of the pitch. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Kwan makes the play, and that'll do it. Nothing on the board for the Dodgers in the first. We're back on the show from Chavez Ravine in a few. No score. All set for the start of the inning. And now the DH, David Fry.
David Fry.
And that's off the inside edge. And the count is even 2-2. Patrick Johnson behind the plate.
Patty Johnson to some book, but I'd ask permission first before I called him that. Does a pretty good job back there. Occasionally we'll see a couple of sideways looks from players, but that kind of comes with the territory, right?
Swing and a ball popped up. That settles underneath it. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down.
The catcher,
Bo Naylor at the plate now. Rips that one to right. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front, lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. In the dirt, but kept close.
2 strikes.
So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. One away with a runner at third here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Now it's the second baseman. That one missing inside. Fouls one off. 2-2. Two outs. Got it. And that will end the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. Now to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here at Dodger Stadium, here's Shohei Ohtani.
The designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
There's a swing and a drive. That one's deep. That's down. One hops off the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pages. Next pitch way upstairs. Man at second. Runner takes off for third. That's towards center. Martinez hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
And that's in the dirt. And a swing and a miss there. And another ball. In the air, right field. Jones under it. He's got it. Two away now. Here's Mookie Betts.
The shortstop, Mookie Betts.
And that's ball four.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Miguel Rojas at the plate.
The third baseman, Miguel Rojas.
Up the middle, a sliding play it short, and very nicely done for the out. So they strand a pair. We played two full. We're tied, 0-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the center fielder, Angel Martinez.
Angel Martinez.
And another ball.
Ball two.
Next offering misses, and that's ball three. The pitch. Late on that fastball.
3-2.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Settles under this one, and it's caught for the out.
Up next at leading.
So the batting order turns over. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. Top of the third, no score. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And that's his 200th strikeout of the season.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. Two down, nobody on.
Ball two.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Comes up empty. That's strike two. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. 2 out, space is empty. Next offering way upstairs. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Outside, and that is ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
So a man aboard, and up next for Cleveland, Rhys Hoskins. Runner on the go. Hoskins pushes a foul. Ramirez off the first with 2 away. And another ball.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
Nolan Jones on deck for the Guardians. Swing. And that ball smashed on the line. Ball settles under it and makes the catch. And that is that. Guardians lead 1. And we are still scoreless. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Here's the second baseman, Tommy Edman. Pitch. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. The next offering misses. 2-2.
It's a good take.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information, but the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He's been swinging it really well lately. Once you get the ball on the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. And next for L.A., Alex Call. Here's a 1-1. On the ground to third. Quick feed to second for 1. On to Hoskins. Double play. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. 3 innings complete. No score. New inning getting started. The batter now, Nolan Jones. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport. The lefty fires. Fought off foul.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
That misses the zone. Ball 2. Ground ball left side. On to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
The bat, number 6. Designated hitter,
David Fry digs in for the Guardians. Here's a 1-2. That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way, and as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you got some real estate to run on. It's such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
Man at second with one away. And here's the catcher, Bo Naylor. And he deals. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Man at second. And a miss. Struck him out. 2 down.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And there's a ball. Man on second, 2 down. Wouldn't chase that time.
So critical to keep an eye on the pitch count this time of the year. Guys can start to run on fumes a little bit. Mechanics can drop off. And we know they need him to be fresh and ready for big innings in October.
That one hooked foul.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. But the hands are still stinging after that one.
2 outs. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Up next for Cleveland.
Now it's the second baseman. Here comes a pitch. And another ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And a swing and a miss.
With that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Time called. The 2-2 will have to. Wait just a second. 2 on, 2 outs. Just missing there. And that's ball 3.
Oh, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away. He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. The batter now will be Will Smith.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him. He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
The line to kick the pitch. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Now batting, the
Shohei
designated
Ohtani up to the dish. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. He'll touch them all. And the Dodgers have the lead. It's 1-0. That's his third straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
So 1 out, nobody on. And now Andy Pages. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just
that's
off
off
the
the plate.
outside edge. 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That
balls,
one
2
misses.
strikes.
And it's 3-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
On the ground to the left. The throw to first. 2 gone now.
It's a good recovery, though,
Now
after
batting,
giving up the
right
home run.
fielder.
Not allowing it to
Turner.
stay in the head. But going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Swing and a miss.
1 ball,
He's pitching
2
well, but
strikes.
not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. And that
balls,
skips
2
into there.
strikes.
Up and in, and that's ball 3. 2 down, nobody on. On the ground to 3rd. Fires over to Hoskins. That's the inning. So the Dodgers strike first on the solo jack. It's now a 1-0 ball game. This is MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Coming up, we head to the 5th. Back here at Dodger Stadium, ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Angel Martinez. And a 1-2. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. And that one's gone. And we are starting over. It's 1-1.
Maybe he's starting to break out of this mini slump. That's the type of swing that makes you think good things are coming his way. The great pitchers are able to tease the outside part of the zone with the breaking ball. That means that it looks like it's going to be a strike, but finishes off the plate. Well, that one finished on the outer half, but caught just too much of the plate and hit for a home run.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Stephen Kwan. The pitch. Right through there for a strike. On the ground. Edman tosses to first. One away here in the fifth.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
Jose Ramirez now at the plate.
Ramirez signed a 5-year extension on opening day in 2022. What a great day that was. And Cleveland is still the only team Ramirez has ever played for in the majors. He was signed in 2009 out of the Dominican Republic.
And another ball. One out, bases empty, and a run in. And we're at the top of the fifth. That's inside.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with a 3-hole hitter coming up if he's wrong.
The kick, the 3-2. That one is inside ball 4. And I mean, oh, so close.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to, he's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. It's a pitch out. They get the tag on him, and that's the second out. One run across to the frame so far here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Bounce to the left side, and it finds its way through for a hit.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
Way out front for strike 2.
2 strikes.
And now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And delivers outside.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
David Fry next to bat for Cleveland. And down the lefty. And there's ball 4.
Gosh, another walk in this one. Man, he is having some real issues with control.
And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Blake Snell won't go any further. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. So they turn things over to the righty, Landon Knack.
Still pretty early in the ballgame, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Now it's the Guardians DH, David Fry. Traffic on the bases with one already in here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Hard liner. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that's the 3rd out. Solo homer to tie it for Cleveland. All even at 1 apiece. Bottom of the inning. And now it's Mookie Betts.
Now shortstop, Mookie Betts.
And the pitch.
Ball, that's outside.
Good job to fight that one off. The wind of the pitch. And down on strikes. And there's one down.
Now batting, third baseman.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Miguel Rojas. All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets to it on to first. got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
The second baseman.
And here comes Tommy Edman. In the air out to center. And the inning is over. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Back here in L.A., start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Bo Naylor. The 1-1. And that's outside. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Number 80 appears to be getting loose. Number 70, the lefty, warming up as well. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. Safe at second with nobody out, and that double has the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And now, Gabriel Arias. Man at second, and he walked him.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Here's the second baseman. The 2-2 on the way. And that's down and away.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Angel Martinez on deck for the Guardians. Got him looking. And that is a big first out.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Here's the center fielder, Angel Martinez. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Around third. Fires it to the plate. Safe.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Right-handed reliever. And that one hit to first. Base hit. 1 run in already. Another comes in to score, and he's there with a double.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies, caught it out front and ripped it down the line. And as soon as he saw it get through the infield, man, he started making that big turn towards second for the double.
So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, number 70.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
1 down. Jose Ramirez will hit next. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-1. Already 3 runs across in the frame, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That's off the mark. 3-1 now. Chris, you look at it. These are the spots where pitchers can come on, pitch well, instill some confidence in the manager, and all of a sudden they're pitching higher leverage spots in the postseason.
Well, in this final month, I mean, this is an audition period for the call-ups, but it's also for that marginal.
Hit hard, should be extra bases. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and they lead by 4. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
One out, runner at second. Now it's going to be Rhys Hoskins. And a pitch. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 2-1. And a pitch. That's out to center field. Pages settles underneath it. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And he moves up to third. Now 2 away. So a man aboard. Nolan Jones digs in for the Guardians. Left-hand batter waits. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. The pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two outs. Swing. And a miss. Struck him out. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Guardians 5 and the Dodgers 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Next offering is downstairs. Movement in the bullpen. Gomez getting loose out there. Allen warming up as well. That's a little bit low.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Check swing, but he went too far.
Count.
Full count now. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Man, it's so tough to let a slow curveball like that one just travel all the way into the contact zone. You see it out of the hand, and you're telling yourself, off speed, stay back. But you just get too excited. You think you're going to hammer it, and you still end up way out in front.
Kicks and deals. And that one is lifted in the air. Sizing this one up. That's out number 2.
Up next, the catcher.
2 outs, base is empty. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. The Dodgers down by 4 here in the bottom of the 6th. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Two down, nobody on. Stays alive. And here it comes. Clobber to right field. Way back. Gone. He sends it out of here. His 11th of the year, and they close the gap. It's 5-2. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at-bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
out now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Parker Messick out of the game, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with a new pitcher after this break. Pitching change here, Gomez.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Base is empty with 2 away. And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter, Shohei Ohtani. That missed by a lot. 2-1. Righty delivers. That to right. Jones has this one sized up. Hauls it in to end the inning. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's 5-2. 6 innings in the books on MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Back here at Chavez Ravine. And now, David Fry.
Leading off for the Guardians, the designated hitter, David.
Here's a 1-1. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one almost got him. The 2-2. Wouldn't chase that time. And so the lefty allows the leadoff free pass.
Close pitch there, but you've got to forget about that call if you're out on the mound. You can't let it affect you going forward. You've got to get out of the inning first, and then if you want to be frustrated, take it out in the dugout.
And he deals. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
2 balls.
In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. And now 2-2. To first, might be 2. Freeman tossed to second, and that's 2.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there, completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
So in now for Cleveland, Gabriel Arias. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got it by him for the K. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now the center fielder, Andy Pajas. The Dodgers in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
And another ball. And a good eye there. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And in foul ground, he pulls it down, 1 out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Teoscar.
Now Teoscar Hernandez. The Dodgers trailing by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. The 1-1 is fouled off. One, two now. Struck him out looking. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Well, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Two outs. And there's a hit.
Up next,
Miguel Rojas, the next to hit. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And the righty deals. Out to short. Fires over to Hoskins. That's the 3rd out. So the Dodgers leave 1, and the deficit remains 5-2. Back here at Dodger Stadium, ready to begin the 8th. Now it's the second baseman, number 10. The 1-1. Swings and sends a rocket to right. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And that's a leadoff double.
All over that one right there. He hit that ball really well in the deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
So a man aboard, and up next for Cleveland, Angel Martinez. Man at second. And another ball. The pitch. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Coming home. He'll score, and they're up by 4. Safe at second with a double. 3rd hit for him this afternoon.
Picks himself up at RBI. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Stephen Kwan getting ready to hit. Hit weakly on the ground. Throw on to Freeman. First out in the top of the 8th.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jose Ramirez.
This is the classic manufacturing a run situation. A runner at 3rd, less than 2 outs, and a golden opportunity to bring him home.
Next offering is down low. 2-1. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Jack Dwyer, a rookie left-hander, appears to be getting going. Number 78 also getting ready. Swings and misses. And now 2-2.
They can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
That one way outside. 3-2 now. Martinez stands at 3rd with 1 gone in the inning. 1-0 Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. At the belt and fires. Base hit and a run in to score.
Well done. Drives in the run. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with a breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
And at first, stepping up for the Guardians, Rhys Hoskins. The pitch.
2 balls, 1
And a
strike.
pitch out, but nothing going on. Runner takes off. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. The pitch. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. He wasn't able to elevate it.
New pitcher for the Dodgers, Jack Dwyer.
Number 86.
He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. So here's the cleanup hitter, Nolan Jones. Line drive, base hit. They're waving Ramirez home. Play at the plate. And
Well, clearly being aggressive on the bases right there, trying to add on to that big lead. Credit to the defense, though. Nice execution to cut him down at the plate. Man, it's good to see they're still out there trying to make plays for their pitcher.
so they're at the corners now. David Fry digs in now. First offering. Runner goes. Pitch is low. Safe at second with a stolen base. The pitch. And it's fouled away. And misses inside. 2 runs across in the inning, and we're in the top of the 8th. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. So 2 runs on 5 hits. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Guardians 7 and the Dodgers 2. Bottom of the 8th. Tommy Edman at the plate.
The second baseman, Tommy Edman.
That
2
one
balls,
misses.
1 strike.
And that's ball 2. And a foul ball. And the right-hander deals. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
The first baseman,
So the
number
lineup
5,
flips over. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit.
Freeman.
1 down, base is empty. Popped up under it. Snags it for the second out.
Now batting, left fielder,
Alex Call steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 2 down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Dodgers go down quietly. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Number 78 takes over on the mound.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. It seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Left-hand hitter waits.
Ball, that's in.
And that one fouled off. And a pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
The batter, number 13.
Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Blake Trinan, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Vesia, a left-hander, also throwing. The shortstop takes the ball. And it's filled up. Bounce to third. He gets there with the slide. Fires to first, and that's a great play for the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. And that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman. Into center. Under it. And that'll do it. No runs, no hits, no errors. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Guardians 7 and the Dodgers 2. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Sean Armstrong. He last pitched 2 days ago. And up to the plate is Will Smith.
The catcher.
Ball to strike. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your two-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
Two now. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. And a 3-2. And they'll do it again. Here comes a pitch. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. He's having fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Up the middle, bounces into the outfield for a base hit. Now it's the right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. 1-1 down. They're down to their final strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The Dodgers down to their final strike. And the crowd goes on display. disappointed as this one draws to a close.
Well, the goal when you go on the road is to at least play 500 ball. Well, they've been winning series. They win this one here. And you got yourself a little bit of breathing room, but you want to keep the same mindset. Let's go into the next place, and let's take that series again.
7-2 your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. We'll see you soon for the next Game of the Week.
The final line score.